Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Listen, today we have a doozy for you, okay? And this is from Mark, okay? And he asked, love your stuff. I have a Discover and Chase card, but I was just wondering which card would be the best to use and how would I go about pulling that money from the card to place toward my mortgage? My goodness, that is a very good question, Mark, and I'm going to answer that right here on this video. First of all, I do have to clarify the difference between lines and loans. You see, this 6% over here, boy, they are deceiving you, okay? Because this 6% is amortized on that mortgage, okay, which means it's going to be 120%, equal to 120% in simple interest, okay? Now, over here, we have 21%. That's going to be simple interest, and that's not going to be bad because it is simple interest. Now, I know we both went to school, right? Right? We know that 6 is less than 21, right? But can I ask you a question? What's hotter? 3 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees? That's right. It's 3 degrees Celsius. Why? Because they're on different scales, folks. Don't let these numbers fool you. When you go to the bank and they say, oh, you only have 6% interest, you ask them, is it amortized or is it simple interest? And they're going to look at you funny like, have you been listening to that guy on YouTube? Huh? Yeah, now you know. Different scales, okay? Different strokes for different folks. So let's get into how in the world am I going to pull, okay, the credit card. Which credit card should I use and how do I pull that from the credit card towards the mortgage? So first of all, Plastique, okay, Plastiq, loves Discover, okay? They prefer Discover card over all the other cards when you're going to pay the mortgage. Discover and MasterCard. And how they do it is they link that Discover card up or MasterCard up, and they absolutely pay the mortgage from that Discover or MasterCard. Absolutely. Get with me. I'll go ahead and give you the details and everything, okay? Actually, we have it down here in the description. Just go ahead and click on it, sign up. They're going to hook you up. But this is how you do it, Mark. This is how you do it. Let's say you got 15K, and that's your limit on the Discover card at 21%. That's not bad at all right? Don't be intimidated by that number, okay? And say you got to take $13,000 out, and where are we going to put that $13,000 from the line of credit? Where are we going to put it? We're going to place it towards the principal. Chunking principal. Janet Jackson, huh? Come on now. We do the chunk, okay? 200,000 minus 13,000. You can do the math, all right? And if you do that, you'll pay approximately $1,465 in interest, okay? While, let's say you're making $5,000 and you got $3,000 expenses, well, $2,000 is gonna stay, right, within this Discover card, remember? Because income minus expenses equals the cash flow, it equals the spread, and that's what equals you paying down your line of credit, because you're no longer going to use your checking account, right, as your checking account. You're going to be using the line of credit as your checking account, aka sweep account. So when you do that, okay, you have just done, you're writing a check for $13,000 towards the principal, and you're doing 4 years worth of work in 1 minute of writing that check. Absolutely. Because over here, if you were to continue to pay it the old style way, $1,200 a month, right? $200,000 mortgage at 6% amortized, okay? It's going to take you 48 months or 4 years, okay, to give the bank $42,000 in interest, and you paid the principal at $13,000. Where over here, you paid $13,000 towards the principal, and it only took you 1 minute, and you're only paying $1,465 in interest versus $42,000 in interest. Do you see how powerful that is? Do you see how powerful that is? So you're taking the 15K. Now you're going to take a hit, right? The credit utilization, it's over the 30%. Okay. Now, this is the necessity of having more lines of credit and asking for those credit line increases, because when your credit line increases, your credit utilization goes down. All right. So we want this number to be more than just the 15K. We want it really to be 20, 30K, but really it doesn't matter if it's 5 or 3. You can use the velocity banking method to absolutely make sure that this principal goes way down. Now, as you're paying this off, okay, as you pay it off, because that $2,000 is going to stay in there, guess what happens when it's filled back up, filled back to $15,000? What are you going to do again? Hey, that's a great idea. You're going to put $13,000 again towards the loan, and all the while you're making the monthly payments, okay? You're making the monthly payments, but it's just that you're chunking with that chunking principal, all right? You're chunking this principal, because when you chunk the principal, what's the interest doing? It's getting less and less, because the interest feeds off of this principal. And that's why I say, you got to chunk the principal. You've got to eat the principal. You've got to eat it. And you're eating it away by the chunking principal. Okay? $13,000. You say, CJ, can I do $14,000? I really want to. Yes, you can do 14. Well, man, I got more line of credit than that. Do I have $20,000? Yes, you can do 20. Listen, it all depends on your strategy. Okay? Do you want to get rid of that mortgage so bad that you can taste it in 5 years instead of 30 years? You want to get rid of this mortgage so that this $1,200 a month goes into your pocket instead of someone else's. I think that's a great idea. Now, keep in mind, if you have other loans, okay, I want to show you how to see if you need to pay this mortgage off sooner than you have to or not, through the cash flow index. All right, let's do this. CFI equals loan balance, okay, divided by minimum, the minmo. Can I hear somebody say minmo? The minimum monthly payment. Okay, that means if you're taking 200,000, let's go 200,000, 200K, and dividing that by the minimum monthly payment of 1,200K, listen, that's going to be over the number 100. And remember, 100 is freedom zone. I'm just going to go through it for you, okay? 0 to 50, 51 to 99, and 100 plus, okay? If you find that you put your loan balance and you divide it by the minimum monthly payment, and that loan balance is 0 to 50, excuse me, not the loan balance, but the cash flow index number is 0 to 50, then you're going to want to pay that loan off first. That's what you call an inefficient loan. If the number, the CFI number, is between 51 to 99, that's a caution zone. You can restructure it, you can refinance, okay? But you still got to pay that off too. And the efficient loan, 100 plus and above, if you find that your loans are in this range, then they're not as cash flow sucking relative to the amount that was borrowed. Does that make sense? Okay, now mortgage is a security, all right? And we just want to let you know about that. So let's see if we can use the velocity banking method, okay, and chunk a principal and another loan. Maybe a loan that is between 0 to 50 instead of our 100 plus loans like the mortgage, okay? But listen, it's up to you, all right? It's totally up to you. Listen, Mark, I'm going to put that description right down here for you, okay, for Plastique. They have a 2.5% fee, but my goodness, it's simple interest. It's simple interest, and it's worth the 2.5%. It really is. Because when you're looking at 6.6% and what that does in 4 years, $42,000 in interest? You can do way better than that. And now you can and will. CreditWiz at investorpro.org. You know I'm here for you. Info at velocityc.com. I got a new website, velocityc.com. Go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and contact me if you need a consultation, more of a one-on-one. Let's go ahead and get something going for you so you can rise to the occasion. God bless. You guys have a great night.